For the first time in 30 years, New Jersey will grace a U.S. Navy vessel and patrol the oceans in the name of peace and liberty. This week, Governor Phil Murphy and First Lady Tammy Murphy were there to witness the christening of the third USS New Jersey submarine. Welcome back to Jersey Matters. I'm Larry Menti. The Trenton Area Soup Kitchen has been catering to the underserved in Mercer County for decades. And as Phil Andrews now explains, not even a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic can deter them from serving up Thanksgiving dinners this year. Phil.
Well, last year, COVID-19 protocol forced the folks here at the Trenton Area Soup Kitchen to shut down their dining hall and feed folks outside. But this year, well, things are a little different. As a matter of fact, Task started reopening its doors to inside meals about 4 months ago.
I guess July is when we started opening inside up to a limited number of people and allows people to come sit down. Then it was to get out of the heat. Now it's to get out of the cold or rain and have a comfortable place to eat and have a little community, talk to other people and not just be, to yourself, have to sit by yourself and eat.
We had about 98% of our staff vaccinated, and it got very, very hot at the beginning of July. And we just looked at everything. We talked about how we would do this, and it's been really, really good. Most everybody masks up, unless they're eating. And we limited the number of people in the dining room, spacing them out a little bit more.
Now, the soup kitchen is open 5 days a week, and they prepare about 10,000 meals each week. And much of the food they serve comes largely through donations. But like everything else these days, they too have had to deal with supply chain demands.
It affects us in a few different ways. We don't have the variety of products we like to use. And the timing of getting product is taking a little longer, but being a soup kitchen, we work off of what's available. So, our availability of stuff has changed, and we're just working with what we have. We still have a lot of chicken available, beef, some fish is available. So we just have to do more chicken than we would have in the past, but we make it work.
Now, as I said earlier, patrons were not allowed inside the building for their Thanksgiving meal last year. But that did not stop them from waiting in line outside to grab a meal to go. So being able to open the doors this year means an awful lot to the folks that work here at Task.
Thanksgiving is probably the most special day that we have during the year. And to not have had people to be able to come in and sit down and have some volunteers, have a couple special things. We still get packaged meals, but we'll have volunteers going around with fruit, and coffee, and soup. It just is more of a Thanksgiving feel. So I'm really happy that we're able to do that this year.
We're still going to put out the same quality Thanksgiving meal we've done in the past. It's just going to be a little bit smaller scale. We won't have as many volunteers in the building, but we're going to try and feed everybody that wants to come down and have a fresh cooked Thanksgiving meal.
Is there a limit? I know you can only let so many people in at a time, but is there a limit to how long they're allowed to stay in here?
Right. We have not established a limit yet as to how long someone can stay in. We are limited to the seats. We still have a lot of people take their meals out. On occasion, we'll notice that, someone's been sitting for a long time. We suggest that they normally would leave, but it has not been an issue to this point. Most of those, then if people stay, they want to sit and talk with someone, they just have to be masked up and basically socially distant, and they're allowed to sit.
Oh, and by the way, for those who don't want to eat inside the building, there is also a tent set up outside with tables, chairs, and heaters. For Jersey Matters at the Trenton Area Soup Kitchen, I'm Phil Andrews, and folks, have a happy Thanksgiving.